Alright, this time I am on the controls.
And me, John, I'm gonna be on the sidelines, I guess.
So Diego El Jefe is gonna be playing, so I'm a little nervous because I got to judge you when you were dropping combos in Metal Gear Rising. And now I get to do this. So,
yeah, you get to drop combos in
well, there's no combos to do in this game. This is Infamous Second Son. It turns out you can capture PS4 footage.
We forgot to turn off the switch.
We forgot to flip the switch that lets you capture. Because that's a thing apparently on anything that's a Blu-ray that plays Blu-rays. But yeah, so expect a lot of PS4 content.
That's pretty smart. Just flip the switch if you want to watch videos, and if you want to capture, just turn off everything else.
It's a good workaround. So Sony isn't the evil corporation that you thought it was. You know, it's not about them not letting you capture their games. It's just so that you don't pirate.
And they didn't have to, give up all of those Blu-ray copies.
Exactly. So you haven't played any of the Infamous
stuff,
I don't
know
right?
anything about the Infamous storyline
whatsoever. I actually really like the Infamous games a lot.
Yeah? What is it even about? Like, what the fuck is this game?
It's like, so, you know, like, you know that one thing I really like, I love me some superheroes, and I love me some comic books.
Right.
And this game, like, all the Infamous titles are essentially superhero origin stories that are sort of standalone. The first game was about Cole McGrath. He's a guy that gets electric powers, and it's all about him becoming either a hero or becoming infamous.
That's where the title comes from.
Yeah, if you're bad, you become infamous.
All I know Cole from is Cross Tekken.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken. And he looked nothing like he does in this game.
And he has really shitty fireballs. That's all I know about him. I never even played him enough.
So yeah, the first game's about him getting his powers, and the second game is more like Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's like his greatest battle ever.
Okay.
And this one takes place a handful of years after that game. So
are you still Cole McGrath?
No.
Oh.
You're playing a completely different character.
Alright. So maybe I can resonate more with this because
exactly. This could be a standalone.
Okay.
And the first thing you're gonna
60
notice,
FPS.
60 frames per second. First thing you're gonna notice,
is that Cole?
No, that's not Cole. Cole's dead.
Wait, hold wireless controller sideways?
Yeah, so this is not the best way to start off a game.
But
it's like we're on PS4. We're on PS4. Let's do PS4 things.
Yay!
Yeah, this is how I want to start all my games.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's cool though. Actually, the controller has a microphone.
So,
a speaker, so you can hear the little can.
Yeah.
So,
and you can actually aim it?
Yeah.
What is it using to sense?
It's just the 6-axis.
Oh, okay.
It's not actually aiming, like I'm just tilting the controller.
Oh, it's just relative.
And I think there's some stuff up there. Oh, and there's some stuff over here. It's basically playing a really high-res version of Mario Paint.
You're making him into a bandit.
Yeah. Basically, we're playing the most expensive version of Mario Paint. I think that's that, right? Oh, right there.
Oh, yeah, those lines.
Just gonna paint everything.
The lines right there.
Oh, okay. There
and
I
think there's a... Okay, there
I swear I played this before. And then he's gonna do it again. So, yeah, graffiti. Oh. He's a graffiti artist. But, okay, so essentially, you know, spoilers for Infamous 2, which came out like 5 years ago. Cole McGrath, at the end of Infamous 2, dies.
Aww.
He sacrifices himself to cure a plague, and then essentially...
Even if you go Infamous?
I don't remember what the ending is, but the canon ending is the good ending.
Oh,
which is where he martyrs himself.
Oh, that looks nice. Oh, hit those subtitles.
Hit those subtitles, there we go. And the one thing you're going to notice is that the main character, not a grizzled white dude.
Looks like he's a little punk.
Yeah, he's kind of a little hipster douchebag. But he's Native American.
Okay.
Which, how many Native American main characters have you seen in games?
There's that one Assassin's Creed.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Besides Assassin's Creed. But it's nice to see some diversity. I'm not trying to make like a racial statement or anything, but as a minority, I like seeing minorities
in leading roles.
And the fact that he's Native American isn't really even a big deal. Like
he
they don't constantly.
He still looks like a little white kid.
Yeah, and you notice how he's a Native American and he doesn't have frill all over him.
He doesn't have
or a feather.
Yeah, feathers or tomahawks.
Exactly. Basically, this wasn't designed by Capcom.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's kind of a little shit, but. So yeah, essentially at the end of Infamous 2, his greatest battle, Cole McGrath's greatest battle ever, he doesn't make it out. Aww. And that sort of paves the way for where this is at. Now...
Oh, how did he get his powers, by the way?
That's really complicated. We don't have time to go over that.
Okay.
But we know maybe we'll play some Infamous 1 later on. But, you know... And that's the
He wasn't bitten by a radioactive
he wasn't bit by a radioactive eel. Have you guys seen Amazing Spider-Man 2? Because that's sort of what happens to Electro.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game though, like in those games, there was only a handful of people with powers. Cole McGrath and the bad guys.
Oh, is this the worldwide spread of mutants?
there's tons of people. The premise for this game, for this particular game, is essentially X-Men.
Okay.
Now, there's people with powers all over the place. Look at that frame rate.
Yeah, this looks really nice.
It does look nice. So people with powers are popping up everywhere, and essentially the big deal is everybody's afraid of them, a la X-Men, and so the idea is, fuck it, let's put them all in prisons and internment camps, basically. And so, oh, there you go. So, but right now that's not all that important. We're just starting, but man, look how pretty this is.
It is. It's very pretty. Looks like it's running at 30 right now, though.
Yeah, it actually goes up and down.
Oh.
You know, because it is a big game. But look at like all the leaves and stuff, and like,
yeah.
And it's gonna get even crazier. The particle effects in this game are
you got
ridiculous.
some sick depth of field. Oh,
yeah, there we go. Oh, parkour is a big part of Infamous 1 and 2.
Would you compare the controls to like Assassin's Creed?
No, they're a lot floatier, so you can make better jumps. Never mind.
You kind of threaded the needle right there.
Fuck up number 1. We're gonna put a fuck up count, maybe? No, probably not.
Ding.
no, that's fine though. Parkour was a big part of the first game. But honestly, in this game, it's not all that important. Because
you really do have floaty jumps.
Yeah, it's so that you can land on ledges and stuff. But
right.
The mechanics in this game, like your powers give you such mobility in this one over what Cole had, that the parkour is almost non-existent. Like right now, it's showing you how to like climb and stuff. Once you get your full power set, you hardly use it. But this is more like, you know, because it was in the first game.
Is he...
Am I gonna...
He's not already super powered at this point, right?
No, he's not.
Because he's doing like crazy, like those slams into the ground, like the screen shook and stuff.
Every main character has parkour. Ever since Nathan Drake, everybody has crazy parkour abilities.
But Nathan Drake's parkour abilities were... they came from Shadow of the Colossus. That's the first thing I thought.
Well, I mean, but he made it popular. He was the mainstream guy that did
popularized it.
Yeah, because not everybody plays Shadow of the Colossus. I mean, we love that game.
Everyone knows about it, though.
Yeah, but, you know, the mainstream picked up on that, and now everybody has to have these. But this was essentially this is a big part of the first one. But the mobility in this game is greatly appreciated, because getting them from one side of the city to the other is kind of a snap. Where Ezio is like sweating to get across one part of Rome to the other. Here, you know, but right now we'll get to that. We're only doing the beginning of this game right now, and I think we're gonna skip ahead to where I have the powers. Later on, and then we'll do another part of that. We're gonna do like 1 or 2 parts of this.
All right.
Maybe.
So we'll do like little checkpoints throughout the game rather than just doing a full play. All right.
Because I like the story to this because it's a nice superhero origin story, but it's not super deep. You know, it's not super original. But as a fan of comics, you know, it's nice to see.
Wow, not even a roll.
Yeah, no, not even. He's cool like that. Come on, climb up there. Don't make me look like a jackass. Thank you. But I don't know. It feels like a classic superhero origin from this point. But I haven't actually played this on the evil side, and I'm gonna do that. We're gonna be looking at this on the High Res Review show. So I gotta play through the evil side, and I have a hard time being a jerk. In video games.
All right.
Like every time I play video games that have quote unquote moral choices, I always end up doing the good things.
Yeah. I like to run the line between the two. I like to see what a neutral hero would be like.
It doesn't pay to be wishy-washy in this game. In this game, you want to either pick a side. You want to be good or bad.
I like that.
You know, the reason it works for me in this is only because it is a superhero origin story. And the choices that you have to make essentially make me feel like the choices that most heroes have to face. So they're defining moments in their role as a hero.
I see. But like, if you're going to have rewards for only being hard left wing, or not left wing, but hard bad guy,
Republican or Democratic. Also, okay.
I mean, like, why not just have a light side, dark side, like in fucking Sonic Adventure 2 or something?
It essentially is light side and dark side a la Star Wars.
Okay.
And for the purpose of this game, it works. It's not really super deep. It's more just set dressing for the superhero story.
I see.
Also, I had to use the touchpad there. That's on the thing.
Okay, I kind of missed that.
One thing I don't really like all that much. That's his brother.
Yeah, we're at the point where like they're still trying to use all the controls.
Yeah.
Seeing what they can get away with.
This game is pretty and the mechanics are good, but I can feel that this might have been a PS3 game. Not in the way it looks, but the way it controls. You know, because they added all these little doohickeys that it seemed like they're PS4 oriented. His brother's a cop, and he's so non-conformist.
Oh man.
You know?
Won't just let me be who I am.
He's the man.
He wants to fight the man, yeah, because he painted over the... I mean, brother's mad that he's got to arrest his brother for painting over the billboard.
Okay.
And then we have
All right.
a convoy that was transporting bioterrorists, which are the people with mutant powers.
Okay. Oh.
And so they're trying to. They found their chance to escape, and this is where pretty much we get started.
So they're labeled as bioterrorists if they have powers.
Yeah. Now, the term they used in the first game was conduits.
Okay.
But bioterrorism is what the media has portrayed them to make people scared.
So is this something the BSAA would fight? Would they send in Leon?
Exactly. They gotta do the button.
At this point, Leon pretty much fights super powered enemies.
Yeah, pretty much.
He could take these guys.
But you can see how this is a basic setup for what I'm talking about, right? Like for a superhero origin. It's not, like I said, not a super deep one. But you can feel like this might have been like a comic book at one point,
Yeah.
It's not, but I would love to see one. I tried to help up a convict. What went wrong? I couldn't have seen this coming. Look at his face like I'm as surprised as you are.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now is this a power we've seen before? Is this one of Cole's powers?
No, this is not one of Cole's powers.
Oh.
People have different powers. Now, here's where we discover... Oh, and you see when I talk about the comic book thing?
Interesting. I like this. This is stylish.
It's very stylish, very, like I said, superhero-oriented. And like I said, I keep throwing the word superhero out there, but as someone who enjoys these things, this game is very much tailored to my tastes.
Yeah, when you think about it as like a comic book game, it gets like a lot cooler.
It's deeper than the Spider-Man game that's out now, I'll tell you that right now.
Did you play Amazing Spider-Man 2?
We're going to, but I'm not hearing great things about it.
Okay, I'm actually really stoked to try that out.
Me too. No, check this out. This is where the particle
Okay,
effects go
what the
nuts.
fuck just happened? He grabbed his hand, he saw some Was he rogue, but
his
he didn't
powers,
know it?
His powers is that he's rogue. He just didn't know it. I mean,
Because who are you going to steal powers
exactly. So he's discovering that he's a conduit and he's freaking out because he's like, oh, fuck no, because...
Wow, this is really pretty.
And that's not the prettiest power.
I know, I've seen a few videos.
Later on, we're going to see some crazy-ass powers.
But seeing it, like, in-engine right now, in my face, it looks a lot better than, even the best YouTube video.
And then, like, this is going to be on YouTube, so people are like, what are they talking about? Because it doesn't look nearly that good.
God, get a PS4,
So he's
play
freaking out.
play video games.
Now I'm in control. You can see that when I press circle, boom, I turn into smoke. So his power is smoke right now. And you can see that he can use that to traverse the environment. He went through a tree. You can actually go through things because you turn into smoke. That was not a thing in Infamous.
But smoke, okay.
Well, he turns into embers. See, like,
Red? You okay?
Can he go through walls though? As
No, he
smoke?
cannot go
Okay,
through walls.
Okay.
But I mean, there was gaps in that tree, so he's able to go.
Yeah.
You can later on, but you can smoke through vents and stuff like that, which is pretty cool.
That's fine.
How do I? Okay, gotta press the two things.
Gotta
on
press your
there you go.
thumbs.
Because this is on PS4. Yeah, this is gimmicky as hell. That's one of my issues with this game. Like this game, I like this game, but it has flaws, and one of them is the little gimmicky stuff.
Right.
I don't mind the tagging game. I thought that was cute, but the touchpad things.
What did you need to use the touchpad for a while ago?
I had to slide my finger across it to open the door. Which, it's kind of shitty. So right here you can see he's freaking out.
No. My brother.
So
By the
he's
way,
pretty much saying, like, you're a mutant, but you're still my brother. I don't care.
Yeah. And the voice actor for Delson, he's the guy that voices Snow in Final Fantasy 13.
Troy Baker?
Yep, Troy Baker. So he's
I
that
can hear
Troy
it, I
Baker
can hear
type
it.
of character.
Yep.
He's a hero, but he's aggressive.
I'm
and
going
he
to
can be
save
dark
all
and
my
he wants to-
friends. No one's going to die. I'm going to do it all.
But I'm still, but I still have that, like, that aggressiveness that lets me be, tough if I want to be.
Right, blind optimism,
Yeah.
backed by
He's not
brute
he's
strength.
He's not a blind optimist.
Okay.
But one thing I did like about this character, and we'll see it later, is that right now he's freaking out, but later on when he embraces his power, he does have that joy of having powers.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's like, oh, I can shoot rockets from my hands?
The Spider-Man, like, woo! I can swing from buildings and shit.
Like, there's a part where when you get rockets, when you get a rocket ability where you shoot rockets.
You just shoot rockets?
Well, you shoot, like, fireballs, right?
Okay.
But they explode on impact, and he's like, I can shoot rockets from my hands! So, here we go.
Is he emitting embers right now, or is that just in the air?
That's just the air, because there's fires. There's fire right there.
If you like do your little power thingy in front of them, will they react?
I think it's part of the story, because I'm gonna go whoop.
Oh.
See what I meant by going through
Bioterrorist.
walls? And now they're all freaking out because it's like, it's a bioterrorist.
That's a really hard stance on just seeing someone use a power.
Yeah, well,
The mobs.
He's
so
a
here's
terrorist.
something pretty cool.
See if Betty's in there with the
Whoop!
Oh, he can use the vents.
That's pretty cool,
nice.
right? That's why parkour is completely unimportant in this game. Because as Cole, you used to have to climb the walls and stuff like that. And, you know, like, I play... So every open world game now has the let's climb on the walls stuff. That, like, in Assassin's Creed, I found myself like, oh, I'm sick of climbing walls, trying to find a foothold.
Right.
But here it's like, whoop, all right, we're good, let's move on.
To everything. So
combat's a lot of fun, because you'll be fighting someone on the ground, it's like, I gotta bail, boom. And there's later on, there's abilities like you can go through the vent and you heal when you go through the vent.
Interesting.
Because there's smoke
so you're going to
there.
be using the vents a lot.
Yeah. Well, not really, because like you get different power sets.
Gotcha.
And the different power sets change the way you play.
I see.
Like if you later on you get an ability called Neon, so you can climb. You can just flat out go up
through
a wall.
electric lights and stuff.
Yeah, and you can go up a wall and
Wires.
stuff like that.
You know, we called him a rogue before, but I think he's more of a Mega Man because he takes the powers and he keeps them forever.
And you see how right now he addressed that he should have gotten hurt when he fell through the wall, through the roof. He's like, oh, that should have hurt. You know. But so we're gonna go through here. It's hot. Fire hot. So it turns out fire is hot. I mean, he's smoke, not fire. So
right.
Although, he's
But
fire. He's flat out fire.
Can he smoke through the fire?
Well, you're gonna see he's gonna get his little Ghost Rider chain.
Oh shit.
Okay, essentially this is a third-person shooter.
Okay.
Like an action third-person shooter. So the melee is not. You're not gonna get a Metal Gear Rising out of it, all right?
It's just a little bit of square buttons.
Exactly. It's not. And this is not the bulk of the combat. I rarely really used the melee. Only when I need to finish someone.
Is his chain something that you'll be keeping the whole game? Like,
yeah.
is this? Oh.
And it changes
I like
based on
chains.
what powers.
Okay.
So when Neon, it's basically a lightsaber. You know.
That's pretty cool. So, oh man, you're so Ghost Rider right now. I like that.
Yeah, I'm so Ghost Rider. He's like, what did you do to me? He's like, oh shit.
Betty, I'll explain later, but you gotta get out of here now.
Look at the embers in the it's a pretty game. It's not all it's got going for it, of course. Once it opens up, we'll see. But I really want to show off the beginning of the story to set up the premise of what we're doing next. Because then otherwise it's just another superhero game running around. And I dig these stylized looks at their minds, this is the backstory for.
I'm actually quite interested in what's going on, this guy's story.
Maybe we will do a few more playthroughs of this then if you're interested, because I like this game. But every person that he touches, he gets some of their memories, like Rogue.
Right.
Like I said, not terribly original. And all of those are presented in these comic book styled paintings.
Right. And this is mostly, he's a rogue for gameplay mechanics.
Yeah.
Purely because, you want all the powers.
Yeah, the story, it doesn't really, the fact that he's seeing what they're seeing, that doesn't really implement to the story all that much. This is just for gameplay mechanics' sake.
Gotcha.
So as you can see, this is what they do to people that are bioterrorists. They study them and... Dead Space.
Why would you call them a terrorist immediately? This shit's fucked up.
It's because that's the way the media portrays them.
Yeah.
Like I said, they used to be called conduits. After the big thing that happened in Infamous 2, the people of the city that Cole saved, I mean, they know what happened, but the world doesn't, so they just spun it
Gotcha.
in a way that makes it sound like anybody with powers is evil.
Yeah, they probably spun it so that anyone who has powers probably did something really terroristy to get those powers.
Exactly. And now, one of the characters you meet later, Fetch, one of the people you get powers from, her story is pretty cool and sympathetic, and you can see how she ended up where she is. You can see where all of these guys end up where they did. And like I said, you get the choice of, do I help them embrace that self-destructive path, or do I take them under my wing and try to teach them to be more than,
Right.
Try to teach them that with great power comes great responsibility, essentially, Like I said, very classic. I went through the gap, but it looked like
Man, I like the look of normal-ass people wearing normal-ass clothes using powers.
Yeah.
I love that look.
Yeah, and not everybody has to have spandex.
Not to say, I don't like his look, though.
Oh,
I do not like his
he's
look.
got a hoodie, and then he's got a denim vest over that hoodie.
He's wearing a beanie, he's got a lot of pins.
He's a super hipster,
Oh god, I hate his outfit.
Yeah, no, it doesn't get better.
But seeing this convict running around just flashing through stuff, I like that. That looks cool. I'd like to see a universe where they embrace their power so that cops are these kinds of dudes.
Oh, well, actually, I mean, you'll see the way that they fight bioterrorists is that they have cops with powers.
Oh.
Because, I mean,
Fight fire with fire.
Exactly. So you'll see very soon. I hate to keep saying you'll see, but it opens up. Oh, shit. Ignore that. That didn't happen. There you go. And then... See, the mobility in this is just so much fun.
Yeah, I love that he's always changing locations.
Exactly, and that's Infamous 2, it had a really finicky cover system. Like you could take cover and shoot. That's gone in this game because you have that mobility. So if you're getting hurt, you gotta book it. And move around.
Not just hide behind waist-high cover.
Exactly, and so that opens up the game dramatically, and that's one of the moves in this game that I really appreciated.
How about, ooh, yeah, do a little bit of like strike, and then cancel it with a little dash to look flashy.
Yeah, to look flat. All right, I'll try to cancel.
See if you can predict where he's gonna flash, and then follow him when he flashes.
Man, it's really hard to play and talk at the same time.
Yeah, right. It's pretty tough.
I feel your pain. When you fight the chick with neon, that shit is awesome. We might actually, we might do more plays with this.
Is there a lock-on like camera focus?
No lock-on. I mean,
and flash.
What?
Oh, I was saying like that's when he should have flashed.
Where he's going?
No, I meant like that's when he was gonna flash.
Oh, okay. It's weird because I don't have all my the basic powers yet, so I'm trying to do stuff that I can't do. Where'd he go?
He's behind you.
Where'd he go?
Probably up the stairs.
Up the stairs. Wait, he went out the door. Ha!
Oh.
So we're gonna hit our first moral choice right here.
Aw. So we're being a bad guy, right?
We're gonna do bad guy.
Let's be a bad guy.
Okay. It's funny because I just talked about how I'm just basically been gushing about superheroes, and it's like we're gonna be bad.